Anthony goes to the line. Meanwhile, Jeremy Lin has come into the game. Normally, Tony Douglas is the first point guard off the bench, but Douglas has really struggled this season. He's gone between starting, coming off the bench, but has not been able to put together consistent play. So Mike D'Antoni going with Lin, who they signed after he was released by Golden State. And you see, not a lot of Ivy League guys, but he's one of them. Didn't get a lot of time last year with Golden State in his rookie season, but getting a chance in important minutes right now. Really his first important minutes of the season. Avery Bradley in as well for Rondo. Chris Wilcox. Jeffries pokes it away. Pierce lost it. Fields picks it up. Gets past Petrus and misses the layup. And then Lin knocks it out. Fields made a nice play getting away from Petrus, but couldn't finish.
Well, Jeffries got away with a bump that led to a steal. Good hustle by Petrus and good hustle by Lin. And unfortunately, those are the type of plays that when you're not going good, what you should be up 8 and feeling good, and now you give up an easy basket.
Chandler really extending on Bass. Pierce making his move inside to Wilcox. Wilcox blocked by Chandler. Good recovery.
Let's not leave it to the computer and say, hey, listen, maybe tonight or on, that night, we're not going to play a home game in Indianapolis. But it also shows you why you don't speak out against the league, because they can, get back at you in a number of ways. Obviously, Stan spoke out last year, and it's cost him by having to do this type of back-to-back.
Inside play from Garnett goes in. Well, maybe they can look at it as a bonding experience on a nice bus ride, seeing 100 bottles of beer on the wall.
Avery Bradley on the ball is just tenacious.
And able to put it in. Bradley's been doing that during this stretch. Started the previous 7 games for Rondo. Doc Rivers said that Bradley, the one game he played against Orlando, was one of the best individual defensive games he's ever seen. That's how good that kid is on the ball defense. Chandler out to Lin. Jeremy Lin too strong. Jeffries the rebound. Back up. That won't go. Chandler has it. Blocked from behind by Bass. And the Knicks will get a new 24. Chandler wanted a foul.
But think about the pressure that puts on Carmelo Anthony. They can't leave it in a guard's hands to get the ball up the court, so he has to do it, which pushes him further out on the floor.
Anthony, quick catch and shoot. Knicks were up 24-18, missed a layup, missed 2 free throws, and had another point-blank shot that rimmed him and out. That's what happens when you lose all this time in a row. Garnett knocks down a 3-pointer for Kevin Garnett. That's only his 2nd 3-pointer of the season.
Pierce has been on Garnett to stop shooting the long 2s and shoot the 3.
Chandler gets a nice feed. Garnett with a foul. And
he plays to win. He plays for his teammates. If you do that, you can go at home at night and feel really good about who you are as an athlete.
He's still, to this, his 17th year, brings the same energy every night. Obviously not the same player, but the energy the same. Rondo, by the way, has a shiner under his right eye, as they're going to call a foul on Jeremy Lin. Now the question is whether or not it's going to be in the act of shooting. And that's this whole new rule this year. Yes, they're going to say 3 shots. Now Mike D'Antoni is upset.
And I take any stat work. He just had to add it on his calculator. Let's not give Dave Freed props for that.
But he gave me the sheet. Lin, final seconds, first quarter. Lin gets fouled in the act of shooting. Pavlovich just got in the wrong spot. And Lin threw it up, and he's going to go to the free throw line. I think it's going to be a 2-pointer. I just can't believe the foul on Pavlovich with 1/10 of a second remaining. Just not a smart play from Pavlovich. And they actually got tripped up a little bit. So Lin getting the 2 free throws. Speaking of games played, he's the all-time leading games played man at Harvard in his 4-year career. He did get his degree, by the way, economics.
He's liking what he makes in the NBA. That's a good economics right there.
And he hits a couple of free throws in a new role for Jeremy Lin. Meanwhile, Rondo returns. Got a shiner.
A big-time defender. Where do they have a pick-and-roll game to try to get Garnett off Stoudemire's body? I don't see it.
Jeremy Lin now shot clock at 4. Lin on the drive, looking for somebody, kicks it out. Extra pass, it's going to be a 24-second violation. And just as you said right there, Knicks with their second turnover.
People who are saying it's Mike D'Antoni, right, don't understand. This guy is a very good coach. They don't have a really good roster, particularly the depth of the roster. It's front court heavy. Perimeter play other than Anthony as far as creative, it's just not there.
Lin gets to the basket, finds Stoudemire. Nice penetration that time from Jeremy Lin. And Stoudemire able to finish.
That's a very nice play by Lin. Draw the defense and the late drop-off.
Celtics have Avery Bradley, Ray Allen, Brandon Bass, Sasha Pavlovich, and Garnett. Just over a minute gone by here in the second. Knicks by 3. Allen looking. Bass left open. And Stoudemire the rebound. And a technical foul call. He's guarded point guards. In fact, in a Knick win one time, he did an excellent job on Rondo. Lin drives, can't finish. Bass the rebound. You like the way Lin, though, attacking the basket. Bradley, entry pass kicked. So the Celtics will take it out of bounds.
And you're right, Lin with deceptive quickness.
Saturday night, 9 Eastern, Big 12 showdowns, especially the veterans. Took them a long time.
So many calf and hamstring injuries so far this year. It's really too bad.
Shot clock down to 6. Pass deflected by Bass. 3.8 remaining. Lin gets it, falls down, gets it to Jeffries, jump shot, and that won't go. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Bradley. And Jeremy Lin off the bench in a brand new role for him has been very active in making plays for the Knicks. Stoudemire on Garnett, and a foul on Garnett.
A nice little split by Jeremy Lin, and then the late drop-off to Stoudemire.
Well, getting a chance and making the most of it.
You got to block out Jeremy Lin. You got to keep him off the board.
Shumpert trailed by Rondo. Lin again gets inside, stripped. Gets it back. Shot clock winding down. Stoudemire gets it off in time, but an air ball. Fight for the rebound. 24-second violation. Yeah, we're going to have a timeout. So Amari Stoudemire, 9 points, helping the Knicks lead by 4 here early in the second period. The players, again, they feel that there's not one team that scares them, that there's not one team they can match up against. As Lin gets inside, misses that one. But the question is, could they win like 3 difficult series in a row? As Bradley stripped but fouled on the way up, and Avery Bradley will go to the line. Like, could they beat a Philly